Today I'm going to be talking to you about the Presonus HP4 4-channel compact headphone amplifier. This thing is awesome. We have it here in the studio and we've had it for a long time, and it's been, nothing but a pleasure. So if you're looking for, headphone amplifier, I would highly recommend this thing. I'm going to tell you why. Essentially, again, 4-channel headphone amplifier. It's super convenient. You have the 4 channels right here. It's great for having at your studio or even home studio, especially if you're recording multiple people at once. And it's also extremely portable. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's like, a little CD player almost. People know the size of CD players because they are pretty extinct at this point, but you get the picture. As for the build, this outer shell is made of a really strong metal material, except for the silver siding, which seems to be more of like a, could be a metal, but also seems to be more of like a durable plastic, rather. They are definitely different materials here than the actual box and the sides. It feels very robust, and it's just a really good weight. And, I always like to judge things by weight, especially when we're talking gear. I think it's really important to have, some weight to your gear. I feel like it means that there's more going on in there. There's more attention to detail. That's just kind of how I've always felt. So I like that that's got a little bit of weight to it, especially because this unit's so portable. So I feel like it's okay that it has that little bit of weight. It's not like, oh my gosh, I can't carry this around or whatever. So on the buttons, you notice the first thing is no on and off switch. Nowhere. Not even on the front or back. We just, have a little wall switch that's right over here. So we'll just flip that on and off. But if you don't have that, just know that you're going to have to unplug it to turn it off and then plug it back in to turn it on. On the back, flip it around right here. In the back, you have a line input with the left and right channels, as you can see right here. And then you also have the output section with the same exact controls right there, output. And then you can hook up 4 sets of headphones or monitors through those things, which is really, really nice. And also daisy chain multiple HP4s, which I forgot to mention. But yeah, you can daisy chain them. So if you have, 8 people or 16 people that you're recording, you can daisy chain multiple, which is really, really cool. On the front, you have your 4 headphone outputs on the front of the unit. All are 1/4-inch TRS. Tip ring sleeve. Most headphones will require adapters, obviously. We have our little adapters right here. For anyone in the recording, you already probably know that. Not really a question. They all have a nice feel. They're really firm, all the knobs. And these are all volume dials. Very, very simple. They have a really, really smooth movement. They don't feel loose or flimsy like some cheaper made pieces of hardware. And they're also just really easy to adjust. And it's cool that there's 4 of them because, that means like, we've had 4 singers in the booth at once, and each person can adjust the volume of their headphones to their liking. You also have the mono button on the front right here. Converts the headphones signals into mono rather than stereo. I've never used it. And then you have the extra volume dial for the monitor output here on the end, as well as a monitor mute button, toggle between mute and on. In use, we typically use this in the studio, and typically use it for when we're recording, multiple vocalists at once. The headphones that I use it with are the DT770. And they sound really, really good. You have plenty of gain to work with, so you're not going to need to worry about, having to add extra gain. I've never had to max it out. It's usually good, even less than halfway for all the volume knobs, which is pretty awesome. Favorite thing about the hardware and all is the portability of it. Super easy to take to studio if you need to. And, just great for having, just multiple performers in the booth. And having them have the option to adjust their own volume. And yeah, overall, really, really great unit. If you're looking for a way to easily record multiple people at once in your studio or home studio, the Presonus HP4 is a great little device. So check it out and get to recording. All right, later guys.